Hi everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. Now, you might sometimes wonder, despite having eaten healthy, it caused you some sort of discomfort. Now, you saw something worked for somebody, you tried it, and it did not work as you were expecting. Now, that's because of having a certain kind of body type. Now, in this video, we'll discuss what these body types are, how Ayurveda describes those, and how you can identify yours. Now, I promise I wouldn't take much time. Let's get straight into it. Now, Ayurveda classifies a person to be either vata, pitta, or kapha on the basis of their physical, psychological, and behavioral structure. Now, these doshas or body type help to bind the five fundamental forces into this living body, which are ether, air, earth, water, and fire. Now, it is important we know a little bit about these elements before we jump into the body type. You will shortly know why. Starting with the first element, air, which represents the air already present in our body and what we breathe. It is also associated with all the movements of the body, including expansion, contraction, and suppression. It also determines how agile a person is. It also controls our thoughts and emotions. Now, coming to the next element, ether, often referred to as emptiness or space, associated with all the empty spaces in our body which other elements need to fill. It is connected with ear and mouth. Now, when these two elements, air and ether, are dominated in a person, we call it a vata type. Now, because of being dominated by air and ether, vata people are generally unsteady with their thoughts and action. They are generally indecisive. They easily lose weight. They have an irregular appetite. They usually stay thin despite eating in large quantities. Vata hate cold and prefer to keep warm. They're usually energetic, creative, and quick at learning, and also easy at forgetting things. Now, coming to the next element, fire, which is associated with body's heat and ability to digest. It also represents hunger and thirst. The fourth element, water, constitutes the water content of the body in the form of blood, sweat, urine, and saliva. Now, when these two elements, fire and water, are dominated, we call it a pitta type of a person. Now, pittas tend to have an increased digestive activity. They usually are able to digest in large quantity and still desire more. These people are neither too thin nor on the heavier side. Pittas generally hate hotter climates and prefer a bit cold. They are slightly unctuous and have oily skin. They can lose and gain weight as they wish. Now, fifth and the last element, earth, is associated with the solid structure of the body, which comprises the bones, nails, hair, teeth, and tissue. Now, a dominated earth and water element would be identified as kapha type of a person. Now, kapha people usually have a slow digestive activity. They mostly are on the heavier side, a little bit sluggish in nature, often firm and static. They even tend to catch cold very easily. They are unctuous, they tend to gain weight easily, and they usually have a steady appetite. Although we carry all three doshas at all time, there is usually a dominance of one or two. Like, a person can also be vata pitta or pitta kapha type. Now, in my next video, we'll discuss how these doshas change with season, region, and different time of the day. And we'll discuss how we can bring balance into these doshas with diet and habits. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.